Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Hamilton here at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia, as the South Carolina Gamecocks get the first game of the season with a W over the Vatech Hokies, 24-11. Now, how it all started, Lenore Sellers, we know how lethal he could be, opened it up and just made it look so easy as he bulldozed his way into the end zone in the first quarter, 7-0. And, of course, it was a seesaw battle back and forth between Vatech and South Carolina for the next couple of quarters. And, yes, after a scoreless third quarter, things started to finally click for South Carolina as Dylan Stewart had a huge sack on Kyron Drones, the Vatech quarterback, which sparked an opportunity also for Vakari Swain to run it back 80 yards all the way back home. And then that also sparked an opportunity for Lenore Sellers to find Nick Harper 64 yards down the field for a touchdown, and that's what pretty much sealed the deal for the South Carolina Gamecocks as they go 1-0 on the season under head coach Shane Beamer. We had an opportunity to speak with head coach Beamer as well as Lenore Sellers, Vakari Swain, and countless other players about how they were able to capture this victory against a very aggressive and very tough Vatech team. And, of course, it was a very emotional day because Coach Shane Beamer's father, the great Frank Beamer, was also in attendance. We all know about Beamer Ball, so we all know the history of Beamer Ball at Vatech. So, of course, this was a very emotional day for the Beamer family, but a very successful day for not only head coach Beamer, but the rest of the South Carolina Gamecocks.
Awesome. I've tried to just, focus on what's important, and that's, staying in the moment and helping our players perform well today. First games are always extra tough, in my opinion, just the newness. And first games, we had 15 true freshmen in uniform today that had never been here, a bunch of new transfers that were playing their first game in a Gamecock uniform. So it was a lot of, unknown and nerves, but then you just add the emotions of it. But, I think I did okay during the week, and I talked to the team on Tuesday. I didn't want there to be any question about where my emotions were. I wanted to dominate this football game and go win it.
That's a question for Coach Schuler whenever I ask him. But I mean, we just got that call. The O-line had a great pocket in there. 16, trusted me. Coach Schuler trusted me. They said we gonna go take a shot. He threw the ball. We all see what happened after that.
I'm just gonna give it my best, my all, every single time I'm out there, make most of my ability every time I'm out there. And what to expect, just go out there and execute every time I'm out there.
It was a 3-zone team, a lot of field pressure, stuff like that, may bring some boundary pressure every now and then, but just a lot of stuff that we had, just had answers versus all that in particular.